Well, look, here we are. Back in the office again. Which phone is ringing? There's a phone ringing. I want to answer it. Nope. Nope. Maybe I can't answer the phone. Okay, this is very strange now without a narrator. What's going on, Mr. Narrator?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I guess we'll do that. We'll go this way again, I suppose.
Yet there was not
Not a single person here either. Yep, got that.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
go up to his
decided
boss's
to go up to
office.
his
Yeah.
boss's office, hoping
Yeah,
he
I
might
find an answer there. Yeah. Gotcha. Aw, he closed the broom closet. I want to go in there again. Let me in. This narrator guy.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope. You're going downstairs. Because I heard there's a game with a baby. What's this? It's cardboard. It's a flattened box. That's a fire hose. Cool.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
I don't know.
All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
I am crazy.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Called it.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
That's pretty
None
crazy.
of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet?
Oh, God!
when he looked down? Why did doors close
Where are my feet?
automatically behind him wherever he went?
Where are my feet?
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
This one's new.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Yes!
He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Well, that's
He thought
good.
to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yeah.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh my God, you guys, I'm
Then
flying.
He imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
Wow.
And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh, that's bad news.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin. the press of the mattress on his back,
Oh, it's making me sleepy.
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Oh, I'm very
I'm
sleepy now.
through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
No, I want more than that.
I want my apartment.
I want more than that.
And my wife. And my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
God, I hope so. Wake up.
I am okay.
Yes. I'm okay. Nope, not okay. Not okay at all. Still in this place.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, there we go. So why'd everything go black?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Okay.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh, goodness.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had
Well, that's
stumbled
Stanley.
through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
Well, of course.
Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
Or do you?
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Oh, my goodness.
Then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this. So it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
Okay.
And then she turned and ran.
Oh, my goodness. Uh-huh. And apparently that's another ending, and Stanley was dead. Or something. I don't know how many more endings there are to this game. Kind of getting lost here. Alrighty. Once more,
Stanley had never
onto the
seen
breach.
the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Oh, different dialogue. Here we go. Looks exactly as brightly lit as the last time, though, I'm not going to lie. In fact, it looks identically as brightly lit.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ugh, I've done that already, though. We're going right again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room. and
Yeah,
Stanley knew it perfectly
Employee
well.
lounge.
Perhaps he
Admire
wanted
it.
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah. Beautiful
The
lounge.
lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace, its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
Ooh. Something sinister, perhaps. Is there going to be more dialogue on this line?
Yes, really.
Okay,
really
yeah,
worth
yeah,
it
yeah.
being here in
Yeah,
the
blah,
room,
blah, blah.
but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Fine.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Yeah.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Boss's
Stanley
office,
decided
gotcha.
to go up to his boss's office,
Let me
hoping
in the
he
broom
might find an
closet.
answer there.
Okay. There's at least one more ending I know
Coming
that
to
we
a
can get.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's do it. Boss's office, ahoy! Oh, it's open. Hi. I got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. extreme bathrooms, and time. And it's a picture of a clock on the Time magazine. Nice. This mirror's too foggy. I can't see myself. Okay. Go through the door, Stanley. Come on. Come on, Stanley. Don't hit the walls. Ooh. Oh my. Business strategy? What? Shooting a panda in the head is a business strategy? What? Oh. Hi, elevator. Let's go up. Where is this elevator going to take us, I wonder? Oh. It's nice and jazzy. The voices just whispered Stanley. That's creepy. Oh, it's the narrator. Uh-huh. How tall is this building? Boom, boom, boom. How tall is this building? Honestly. You seeing patterns in the wall here? I see some patterns in the wall. It's kind of weird. Oh, here we are. Let's go down this time. I think the elevator's broken. Let's go see the boss. And
the
here we
moment
are.
he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks.
Oh,
Not
sorry.
a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take.
I'm
He
going
fell
crazy!
to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going.
Oh, that's
Here on
depressing.
the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future?
Probably
Alas,
not.
it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever.
Oh, I got it wrong. Fine, we'll do it. 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by
that's cool.
sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Back here again. And taking the elevator again. Uh-huh. I have no idea how many of the endings of this game I've gotten so far. At least a couple, maybe? Question mark? Every time you start again, it's a little bit different, which is kind of interesting. Kind of weird. Well, let's see what happens when we give power to the mind control facility this time. Okay. No narrator again. Once again, some very bad frames down the basement here. Whew.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
You got it. Boop.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
You could watch
What
so many
horrible
channels in
secret
here.
did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. did he have the strength to find out?
I hope it's Netflix. I like Netflix a lot. Amazon Prime, not so much. Hulu, no. Netflix is good, though. Let's watch Netflix.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh my god, it's the NSA! Ah! Oh, there's the button. The man button. Boop.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It
This
couldn't
is pretty
be
horrible.
true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Probably.
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Seems reasonable. Let's,
No. He refused to believe it. He
okay.
couldn't accept it.
I don't believe it.
His own life in someone else's control?
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Probably.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Don't we all? Huh.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Ooh, there's a button up here I haven't pressed. I want to press the button that's up here. This is probably the 4. Yep, 4. Okay, well, that was fun. Let's go see about these doors here. This is probably where I came in, isn't it? Yeah, that's where I came in. Alright, let's go give power to the facility and do the brainwashing, blah, blah, blah. Let's see how that goes. Was there something over here? Nope, it's a wall. Okay. Mind controls idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Well, I can only assume that the off button means turn off the rebellion, so we want to turn on the rebellion.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Not really.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
Oh?
You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
That seems a bit
How long
extreme.
until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
Oh god.
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
2 minutes.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me.
That's locked.
Where we're going,
Oh no.
what all this means.
Wait a second.
I barely know where to start.
Is there a way down? No, there's not.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Here's the truth.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
What?
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
That's terrible.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
Oh, jeez.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Well, clearly not.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yeah.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Maybe.
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
Oh, there's a big red button.
That this video game can be beaten?
Oh.
One solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Nope.
Stanley.
2.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
Oh, hey, there's a button.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Oh, that's rude.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds
Oh,
until
dear.
a big boom and then nothing.
Oh, dear.
No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
I wonder if I push the off button, it'll help.
It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life.
No!
From the moment we
It makes
fade
no
in
difference!
until the moment I
No!
say, happily ever after.
Boom! Okay, well, I've been obliterated in a nuclear firestorm. Huzzah! Oh, boy. Well, that certainly was an interesting ending right there. I think that's going to do it for this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know I did, even though I am very, very confused by it. If there's anything more to see, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look up all the possible endings on there and see what I got and see, see everything about this game. But for now, this will be possibly the finale, maybe not. I guess we'll have to see next time. So thanks for watching for now, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.